All right.
We are back.
And where are we at?
We are at the
Carniceria y Taqueria.
El Armagozo.
El Armagozo. El Rey
de las
de las
Carnitas.
Carnitas. Oy, oy.
Yeah. So
And-
this is a little shop that we've driven by like what, 1,000 times?
And then somebody told me online that they had Chivo. Now it's Chivo Birria. I wonder if they have. We gotta look and see if there's any Chivo on the meat market side.
They had quite the array of meats, so yeah, we can check
It
that out.
actually is a carniceria, so there's a meat market in there, and it's a bodega, so they're not selling sodas on ice and stuff at the taco bar. So you just go over and get what you want.
Yep.
I got clamato because I just absolutely love this stuff.
I got fresa. So this is bebida de leche de coco con nata y fresa. So it's a coconut milk strawberry drink. And that's what the little floaty things are. They're probably cubes of young coconut.
Okay.
So sounds good to me.
Okay. Well, I already got into my clamato.
Well, we know what that tastes like. It's wonderful. I don't know who decided that clams and tomato juice went together, but they do.
It was probably an accident. Some clam juice fell into some tomato juice, and the guy was like,
That's good.
well, I'm not gonna let it go to waste. I gotta try it.
I like it. Good choice.
The
Anyhow,
little pieces have a texture like an onion, like a chopped onion
not
or
as
something.
crisp though. They're chewier than that.
A cooked
They have
chopped
a nice.
onion.
They have a nice bite to them. I like
But
it.
anyway, wait a minute. Let's start with one first. What do we
Okay.
got here?
So this would be the lengua tacos, and we had a choice of maize or harina. These look to be on.
I think these are corn.
These are corn.
Because that's a taco.
So that's the
I think there's tortillas in there.
maize, he pronounced it. And
Yeah.
these are our nice one. Yeah, these are the harina.
They
These-
look.
These are the
They look like
flour
they're made
ones,
here.
and they're nice and warm. They feel good.
They do look like they're made here.
Yeah.
Because we got another surprise in the bag over there.
Mmm.
Okay.
All right.
These are tacos de lengua, and the red sauce is supposed to be hot, so she's not even going to try that.
Nope.
I got to try the green sauce because a
So-
lot of people that don't speak English, you're telling them no peppers,
Sin chile.
sin chile, and they're like, oh no, this isn't hot.
Ha!
And then she tries it, and
It about
So-
explodes.
safety first.
The green is supposed to be the mild, the verde.
It's not, it's tart. The flavors in it, the green chili flavors in it jump out at you in the tomatillo.
I do
There's
like
a little tiny
tomatillo.
bit of heat on the back end. You gotta taste it before you put very much of it on anything.
Well, okay, this is me dipping, like just barely dipping.
Because she's scared right now.
Always.
Because I detected a tiny bit of heat. So to her, that means it's right on the edge of knocking her down.
Okay, I can definitely, ooh, that's hot. Yeah, that's hot.
What'd I tell you?
But the first note right off the top was this nice, bright, crisp green from the tomatillo. And you're gonna say, well, how can green have a flavor? Trust me, if you try a tomatillo, you will have tasted green.
A good tomatillo sauce is green.
Yeah,
And
that's the flavor, and it's delicious.
About the only way to get a good tomatillo sauce without it being hot is to make your own.
Yeah, because they always like to make the tomatillo sauce like super, super hot.
Jalapeno.
Now, I learned to make it from a Guatemalan woman, and she started by taking your tomatillos and everything else you were using and putting them in foil and charring them right over the burner on the stove. So you get this kind of smoky flavor. And then from there, she went ahead and did her chopping and blending.
And the red is quite a bit hotter.
Now,
Very good.
These are
Lengua.
street taco size. They have good chunks of lengua or tongue. We came with radishes and, of course, your generous wedge of lime. Now, I'm going to go ahead and put lime on just a little bit. Hopefully the lengua isn't really stupid hot.
We're at the corner of Brundage Lane
That's why
and
you're hearing
Fairfax.
traffic.
So there's gonna be traffic, but we're facing the intersection, so I can watch all these near accidents happening. I've seen like 3 since we got here.
Well, yeah, but there's very basic seating, tables and chairs, inside the restaurant / bodega, or they built this really nice permanent shade structure, like a patio, and it's quite pleasant out here.
There's a good amount of lengua on these tacos.
Yeah, there is.
The tacos are filled up.
I am going to go in and try for one.
I'm gonna put green sauce on mine because this green sauce is exceptionally tasty. Now, if you had tongue when you were a kid, like I did, you probably thought you didn't like tongue.
And you went, ew. I didn't like it when my mother made it.
My mom used to make it. She made it exactly the way my stepdad wanted it. Boil it, peel the skin off, and put ketchup on it. That's not how you do it.
My mother made us tongue once, and she didn't peel it. She just like boiled it and sliced it up, and I don't think she even seasoned it.
You didn't eat the peel, though, did you?
Well, you can't really eat it.
It's
hard.
It's like eating an inner tube.
Yeah, no, the outer skin has to be removed, but she didn't know that.
If you've got that lifelong dislike of tongue, find a Mexican restaurant that has lengua and try some. It's totally different.
This is excellent, and I like that the meat is not spicy. It has this nice, rich, robust beef flavor. It's excellent, and it's tender.
Very.
It's very tender. Tender, flavorful. It's got chopped onions and cilantro on it. I'm sure if you are unfortunate enough to have the cilantro equals soap gene, they will leave that off for you.
Yeah.
And all of the salsa came on the side, so you can add as much or as little as you like.
But brush up on your Spanish, though. If you're going to want something eliminated from here, it's going to be difficult to get the idea across unless you got a little bit of Spanish going on.
Sin cilantro would mean no cilantro. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Holler out in the comments. The lime juice really brightens it up. I like that nice citrus on it. I'm going for more lime. Because this is good. Now, why do you suppose it is that they always come with 2 tortillas? Little palm-sized tortillas. But street tacos...
To get the ratio right?
Street tacos always have 2 of them. Maybe if one springs a leak, the other one contains?
Well,
I don't know.
that too. The one that the meat and stuff is on. People. Wide open pipes on an old school Peterbilt.
That is a nice chunk of tongue. Lengua.
The inner tortilla gets wet and soggy. The outer tortilla takes care of it. But it's also probably has to do with getting the tortilla to fillings ratio right.
They're very generous with the fillings.
Mm-hmm.
This is great.
They didn't season the lengua a lot. They give it to you with the toppings and salsa to get whatever flavor you want on it.
Yeah. You can doctor it up yourself. Yum. This is delicious.
I love a lengua taco.
Mm-hmm.
They're small.
Yeah. They're like 4-inch tortillas. Basically, you know, palm sized. Now, this is not the only thing we got. Aside from, we have our nice warm package of probably house-made tortillas.
It's not warm leatherette, is it?
Leatherette.
A lot of you people have no idea what we're talking about.
Leatherette. It is a song.
And you're probably better off.
Oh goodness, there's lots more salsa.
Look at
Oh, you're gonna have to
all that avocado.
Oh, I want some avocado. So you've got your birria, which is chivo. You have big honking wedges of avocado. You have your beans, your refried beans with cheese on them.
And the rice.
And you've got your rice, along with radishes and, of course, lemons.
But if it's heavy, there's a lot of food here.
Mm-hmm.
This was $16, I think.
$15.99, $16. Mm-hmm.
Because now the Birria de Res, which is beef, was a couple dollars cheaper. But we came here because they said people told us
Chivo.
they have Chivo. And if you haven't tried lengua, you probably haven't tried Chivo either. You should try both.
Now, you can find lamb fairly commonly. Not so much mutton here. If you want mutton, go to Mongolia. You'll get your fill of mutton. But we do have lamb, although most of it is from New Zealand. Most of the lamb we get in this country is imported from New Zealand.
Yeah. Even though there's sheep all over the place,
yeah,
they import the lamb from New Zealand.
Which is weird. But
I don't get it.
Lamb has a somewhat gamey flavor. It's not overwhelming. I happen to love it. It's very succulent.
Goat is like lamb on steroids.
Goat is a little stronger than lamb. If you don't like lamb, you may not like goat very much.
There's a little salad under the avocados too.
Yeah.
But now that I've had the hot red sauce, I really can't tell you how hot this... He said it was a little bit hot, but this is from a guy who doesn't speak English. So he's kind of biased towards... No, it's not hot.
You're like, poquito caliente?
It's not as hot as the breakfast I had this morning. But...
Muy caliente? Poquito caliente?
Very tender. It's not a strong goat flavor. But it is goat. I mean, you can tell it's not beef.
I got myself a pinch.
And the flour tortillas are small too.
Yep.
By flour tortilla standards.
Like
they're the size that you would
ones.
expect a corn tortilla to be ordinarily,
Yeah.
like at the grocery store. But
that is a little bit hot.
some beans. I bet their beans are good. You can see that they're made here.
Oh yeah.
This is not out of a can.
They appear to be kidney beans.
Some rice. Gotta get there we go. Get some rice on it. And
Chivo.
Chivo. Yeah.
There's a lot of broth too.
Yeah, that's Chivo, no doubt. It's easily recognizable once you've had it a few times. And the flour tortillas are small, so you're not going to roll them up like a burrito. You're just going to eat them like a taco. But yeah, there is definitely signs. It's not a strong goat flavor though.
It's definitely there. It's present.
I actually like it when you bite into the goat and go, whoa, that's goat.
Goat. And I'm going to put some lime on mine because I actually like the lime.
Little green sauce on mine.
And then we always have the ubiquitous crispy thin sliced radishes. Sometimes they also have like the condiment bar that will have hot carrots. They're pickled carrots, but they're crispy. They're slightly softer than raw.
And they're pickled with jalapenos and onions
they're
usually.
Spicy. This is a gem. I mean, it's right on the corner.
This is less than a mile from home.
Yeah, we could walk it. Well, I could. You could limp it.
I could ride scooter.
You could. You could also
Armagozo.
You could also ride Groucho if you wanted to fix him.
Groucho's another scooter. Very high-powered electric scooter. Two-wheel drive.
He can cook.
Oh man, can that thing go?
Yep. The beans are like creamy. Not dairy creamy, but texturally they're creamy. But they're not. There's enough whole beans in there that you've got texture too.
They're delicious. Everything's good. Rice.
Well, and earlier, with one of the cars going by, we had really nice tuba music. We could have dined to the sounds of tuba. Didn't really hear any mariachi, although sometimes you hear that.
Yeah. That's one of the things I used to love about going to Mexicali. Back when I was working in the Raleigh area, down by the south side of the Salton Sea. Go to Mexicali for dinner, and you go past, we called it Mariachi Park. If you're down there in Mexicali and you walk past Mariachi Park, there's usually about a dozen mariachi bands in the park playing to advertise for themselves, hoping that you will pick them to go home with you for your party that night. Mariachi Park. Oh man, I love that place.
Well, when we were in Tijuana, they had this sort of same thing. There were lots of mariachi bands, but when you think mariachi, you think a whole bunch of them, and they all have their matching suits with all of the like buttons, the concha style buttons all down the sides and everything. And these guys did, but none of them matched. And the one guy had a gazebo not a gazebo. He had a guitar that was
the size of a gazebo.
It was like cello size, just about. It was quite impressive. They were really talented musicians. I just think they cobbled together whatever mariachi outfits they could. Great musicians. Of course, then they come and they want to play for you, and we don't speak enough Spanish to really be able to, I don't want to be the American tourist who's like, can you play la cucaracha? Can you play la bamba?
Frito Bandito.
Yeah. So we gladly gave them $5 to play us a song, but we let it be their choice. Play us whatever you like. It'll be good.
Yeah.
Es bueno.
Get a little bit more of that avocado.
Avocado is perfectly right.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And there's 2 big slices of tomato underneath it.
And some iceberg lettuce, which is just kind of there. But wow, the food here is wonderful. The gentleman taking our order was reasonably fluent in English.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, between his English and my limited Espanol, we communicated. And I'm glad that the chivo isn't super hot and spicy.
It's not.
I can actually dip into the broth.
It's pretty good.
Dip the broth and enjoy some.
So, if you had them make you a chivo quesadilla taco, it wouldn't be hot. I bet it would be good though.
That would be really good. I wonder if it comes with the consomme. Because you want to talk beef flavor. Traditionally, a queso birria taco is one where they've got the meat and the cheese, and they've dipped the tortillas in the broth, the beef broth, and then they cook it all together, so it's got this lovely melty cheese, not deep fried, but like pan fried kind of texture.
Yeah, it's pan fried.
I'm sure it's done on the flat top. But then they serve it with a cup of the richest, beefiest consomme you could ever hope to grace your taste buds. It's fabulous, and you dip into that broth. Yum.
Some broths are better than others, but
Yeah.
I haven't tasted a bad one yet.
No. Actually, even when we went to
Del Taco.
I
knew what you were bringing up there.
Theirs, was it as good as a good taco shop? No, but it was actually quite good. Especially if I didn't have access to the real thing, I'd be all about that. That stuff was good. I don't know if they still have that anymore. I think it might have been a limited time promotion.
It was a limited time thing.
Glad we tried it.
And what we did was we went to Del Taco, got 2 queso birria tacos and the broth, and then we went to, there's 2 taco shops owned and operated by genuine, the real thing, Mexicans in the same parking lot. And they both have queso birria tacos. We got them from each of those, and then we took all those 3 different types to a nearby park. And to be perfectly honest, the Del Taco tacos and broth came in 3rd out of 3, but they didn't come in anywhere near as far back as you would expect. They were good, but when you're sitting there with 2 of Bakersfield's best tacos, the Del Taco tacos, I mean, they were good.
Well, I'm full
but they
now.
weren't fabulous.
Yeah, I'm full now, but we will, the next time we come here, we need to try their queso birria. See how it is.
When it comes to tacos, we're spoiled living in Bakersfield.
Yes, we are.
Bakersfield is not the perfect place to live. Man, do we have good food.
Now, I'm leaving the limes in here because I actually like some lime on it.
There's good Indian food.
Yes,
There's
there
good
is.
Italian food. There's Mexican.
We have
farther south even.
We have Salvadoran food here.
Mexican seafood. We got.
And we just found a Nigerian restaurant. We're gonna have to try that too. Now we've had Ethiopian.
Ethiopian is good.
Ethiopian is very good.
I don't know if they have any of that here or not. We have to look it up.
I I don't think we have Ethiopian here, but there's a Nigerian restaurant, and I wouldn't have expected that.
And it, like this, is a store with a little place in the back where they serve food. Smaller than this.
Yeah.
But you're gonna obviously get some flavors that you've probably never experienced before, which is what we're looking for.
Hey, look, it's the Clean Plate Club.
There you
Of
go.
course you helped.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
Yum.
we're gonna call it excellent at the carniceria in Armagozo.
Muy bueno.
Any place that you can get well done goat, I'm a fan of. Now there's a taco truck right down the road here that says Chivo on the side of it. We gotta check in and see if they're for real.
We do. Well, also, speaking of carniceria, the meat in there looked really, really good. They have a nice display case full of all different cuts, and they look fabulous. So we will also, and the prices weren't bad. Like a lot of their beef cuts were like $7.99 a pound, which is
average,
about average.
But to get it
here.
from a butcher shop instead of,
Yeah.
you know, how many pounds do you want?
Yeah. And you can go, I want that piece there that's third back from the rear of the case. Because it has more marbling. You can do that. So
Yeah.
the meat actually isn't coming, you know, in its little styrofoam tray with its absorbent diaper underneath it.
Yep. So anyway, very good. Corner of East Brundage and Fairfax. You get off the freeway at Fairfax, go north to Brundage. It's across from the 76. Catty corner from the dance hall.
Well, there's a Samco directly right across the street that's relatively new, built within the last year and a half. So it's not that hard to find, and it's worth seeking out.
Very good.
Yes, I'm full.
Thank you guys. I'll see you next time.
Ooh, hiccup.
Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.